Ladies, gentlemen, and beasts, welcome to the stream that answers the question why we needed arrested. I am Papaksh. I'm not new. Okay, so there was a fuck up. In the new Streamlab sheet that I'm using. No, I'm using Stream Elements. When you press go live, it switches to end broadcast, and it's a very sticky thing. And I accidentally pressed end broadcast. So that was fun. Anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about. I just need to do this. Perfect. So, how have you been? How's it going? Tell me everything. Yeah. I have to now wait again for people to come in, and all of the lobby wait is up in flames, which is fine. Which is not too bad. Which is not too bad. Honestly, it's not too bad. I'm gonna now, because everyone gets reset, and I'm gonna remove. But then again, this whole thing is better overall for me. So I am no one to complain, which is fine, which is nice, which is good, which is good, which is good. We are going to talk about AJIT DOVAL today. It's not like we haven't spoken about this person before. We have. We are just going to talk about him again because he's again back in the news. Earlier, he was in news because he said like Hindus become majority of the terrorists in India, which is true. I'm just going to pull this up quickly. Again, this whole thing is so much better for my back. I swear. I love this formatting. I can just see the chat right here. You can see the chat eventually as well. Like the whole thing in front of me now is like, look at this. This whole thing. This whole thing is a what do you call it? Just grabbing the display off, and it is epic. Absolutely epic. What's up again? Hey again, Puke. How are you doing? Yes, I'm back because after the fuck up, I was able to rectify it quite quickly. I haven't, like, I'm literally capturing the entire display so my computer isn't going brrr every 5 seconds. Oh, so you didn't hear? So the fuck up itself was that the go live button is next to the end broadcast button. Like, it literally switches in Stream Elements. So I press go live and it switched to end broadcast and I ended the broadcast. Fun. Yeah, it was a fuck up. Seriously, I should make this paid. No, my posture is perfect now. My posture is literally perfect because with this I have to keep my posture perfect. Like, best I can do is this. I don't have to do like sit like this anymore. Which is perfect, which is amazing, which is absolutely fake. Absolutely good. Absolutely fucking amazing. Like, come on. Like, Jesus, this is good. Why is there skip due to encoding lag? What the fuck? Why is there encoding lag? I need my points worth. Yeah. I should what the fuck is this video? Did it post the entire? Because I thought this was just a link to a separate thing. Does anybody have the video of Ajit Doval saying that Hindus are the most are the terrorists predominantly found within India? It was not a deep fake, by the way. People do keep claiming. It was from 2024. Anyway, need that video. No, no, no. Where's the video? Where's the video? Yeah, but we're talking about Ajit Doval. The reason we are talking about Ajit Doval is he's kind of back in the news, where he's trying to be like, youth mistake freedom for liberty. Thank you. That link, dude, you can just post the link, Yeah, that is the one. That is the one. That is the one. But I found it anyway on X. Yeah. So the thing is, the reason we're talking about Ajit Doval right now is we are just going to talk about why he is yapping so hard about Modi. Like, why does he keep yapping about Modi? Like, why is this speech, youth mistake freedom for liberty, to do what one wants? Like, this was after the lady was giving abuses to the prime minister and she got hounded. And this was his reaction, like, to school the people of India, rather than standing in support of the laws, which he quote unquote was protecting at one point of time. We'll see what is happening. Bro, and chat, I missed you, everyone. Where were you? Where were you? Where were you? Where were you gone? Why the dip? You want me to, you want me to be offensive on that? I don't know. I'm loving the new setup so much. Like, the way I am seeing the chat has gotten so much better. There is nothing too complicated. I hope like the display for you is also better and it is more appealing. I was visiting home. Oh, sweet, 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 sweet. How was home? How are you doing? Was it travel okay? Because again, floods and everything. Sad and broken. Fair enough. Fair enough. What's the situation currently? I ask as what's the situation currently? All is fucked. Sarkar say no help. Yeah, that is true. No, the government is currently busy with CJP, right? CJP narratives. Why it's like it's there for a reason. So they can really ignore everything else. Because again, no one talks about this. Out of 8,000 crore, only 16,000 crore. I think you're missing a zero there. Like, you have included a lot more zeros in the 16,000 because that's like double the amount. Out of maybe it's like 160 crore used per CAG. Mr. Oh, 80. Oh, it is 80,000 crore. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no, that is this. Like, most of it gets redirected to Sangh Parivar and Adanis and Ambanis. Eh, it's not even like it's just out there. Like, everyone can figure out where that money goes. The money never goes to the people who actually fucking need it. What it is allotted for. The money goes into giving a tax shelter to some people. Anyway, any fucking way. Yeah, hope things get better in Assam. Sorry, continue with news, bro. I watched your live yesterday. Later, you need a script. Later, you need a script. you pay too much attention to us. Dude, you do realize that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point of me doing this on like Twitch. If I was up to be an YouTuber, I would have been an YouTuber. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. But we still got like good 2 videos out of it. One is already out. So it's fine. With like, you wanna see something fun, you wanna see the suppression on like YouTube versus where's this? Hold on. There should be an option here. You wanna see the suppression? Okay, let's quickly check the suppression. This is 67 followers. This is our fucking shows what happened. Like I liked on YouTube. Thank you. No. So this is Instagram, right? How do I open like a double window here? New tab, but okay, I can't. There was an option right now. Hold on. Split window, tab group. No, there was an option here. Where is the option? Maybe I shouldn't show this on stream. Yeah, there it is. Show tab shows. Visibility. Where is this? Hold on. I need to figure this out. Okay, 1 second. Customize your toolbar. Yes, customize the toolbar. Open split view. There you go. So what? Okay, I'll show you the suppression now. So this is our Instagram here. The other part is going to be YouTube. So let's just open YouTube. View channel. This has 1 view. This has 67, right? And look at the views on this one. 221 here, 1727, 1664. As compared to YouTube, 169. Yeah, it just does not. It does not. That's the suppression, right? That is the suppression we are talking about. Yeah, no, I mean, your notifications, yes, true. But it doesn't show up on people's feeds. That's the issue. Why are we getting a frame drop here? Is the stream okay for you guys? Is it like cutting off somewhere? I'm getting like massive 10% frame drop. Like it is blocky. Like let me just remove this. Not in my YouTube notifs. Yeah, no, you're not gonna get the stream there. The YouTube has just literally stopped showing off the stream altogether. It's a whole thing. I don't know why. Was the right view. Like we don't get shown to people's notifications. Like I can, like on my private account, if I just like, yeah, I know I'm being suppressed. I know I'm being suppressed. Like the shit that we talk about is not really palatable to people. Like that's why I'm like, okay, guys, you have to keep sharing this. We are never gonna get through if we don't share ourselves. Like, look at this. We're talking about the, like literally the one person responsible for India's intelligence today. Like, come on, we aim high. Like this person is the national security advisor of India. We are talking about him and why he's so cucked. Yeah, so no shit, we are going to be suppressed. So yeah, we are literally being suppressed like every other page. Like even Instagram has gone low. The only reason Instagram is lasting as much as is because of the amount of people over there. So I'm not going to be like, Jesus fucking Christ. I just fucking remembered. We are fucking suppressed on Twitter as well. Like literally, I went from like 10,000 impressions to down to like 100 and 200 impressions. Like, what the fuck? The highest was when we don't talk about Modi or don't talk about like NSA or don't talk about CJP. Like, not like if you talk positively about CJP, app will boost you. So they kind of take care of that. But if you talk negatively, they will deboost you. It's a whole fucking game at this point, and I'm just tired of it. Like, it's a whole fucking game. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm just going to keep playing as I keep playing. Anyway, let's fucking begin talking about DOVAL. Criticize Spark, you'll game the algorithm here. Yeah, I have. I have to post that damn video. But again, whenever we are criticizing Pakistan, you have to talk about the entirety of Kashmir. You can't just talk about the Azad Kashmir, right? Because like people are like the Sangh Parivar is very much into. I think you have to play the Sanghi feed, then hide your leftist views inside it. Eh, yeah, I guess. Like maybe in the titles. Maybe in the titles we can hide it. Yeah, like maybe in the titles we hide it. Maybe in the, like, what is the word for it? Like the thumbnail we hide it. But beyond that, I don't know how to do. Yeah, we have to do a lot of clickbait. It's a fucking menace to do clickbait, but fine, whatever. So what do we name this video about Ajit Doval? One, why he keeps supporting like the right wing. Just going through his history on who is Ajit Doval. We can just go through the Wikipedia article on this man, and he fucking prime evil. Like he is the head of two right wing Durandar 3. Yeah, Durandar 3. Jesus Christ. Like, okay. Like, I think we have to do some reactionary shit. Like, I think we still have to do some reactionary shit for the fucking algorithm. Like, like, look at the fucking algorithm going on right now. Everyone is just randomly talking about everything that is absolutely pointless. Like, no one is talking about, okay, so no one actually is talking about the protest at Jantar Mantar that are going on right now against Amit Shah. Everyone is talking about Deepke. He's in Maharashtra. Or Saurav Das talking about the lady. At times, satire is very needed. It's not satire. Like, it is not satire. Like, don't get me wrong. It is not satire. It is literally not talking about anything leftist. Like, everyone's what? Who what? Who what? Like, we have to. We're talking about Ajit Doval. Ajit Doval is NSA. He's the national security advisor. Yeah, like when we say NSA laga diya, this guy does that. This guy has a very vivid history. We are gonna get over with this topic per se like very quickly. Like it's not going to be too long. Why is there an encoding lag? What is wrong in this? Madhavan in Ch- Chachundar, yeah, exactly. No, but why is there an encoding lag and that is so prominent? The encoding lag is absolutely prominent. What is going on? Maybe I need to balance this out. We are not recording, by the way. Let me just quickly change the bit rate. Latency normal. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We should be okay. We should be okay. Are we okay? Okay, perfect. Okay. Are we okay now? Yeah, I wasn't speaking. Like, okay, this is okay. You can see my face properly. I don't have to stress out my neck, which is a perfect thing. I can keep this away from me. You can see how kind of long my face is for some reason. Like, my face goes through phases. My face literally goes through phases. Anyway, we should begin. Okay. And because I switched it off and switched it on, this is probably, yeah, this is perfectly working right now. There was some issue with OBS. It needed a restart. God damn it. Like, we need a better streaming software. Can't keep doing this with OBS. OBS is fucking hell. I should speak like this so there is no reflection. Anyway. So 3, 2, 1. No, I wasn't speaking when he said no audio. We're talking about Ajit Doval. Ajit Doval is the national security advisor to the prime minister. We are just going through what he is and why is he so cucked for the prime minister. Like, for example, this was a comment on like the 15-year-old shitting on the prime minister. Youth may mistake freedom for liberty to do what one wants. Now, that is a bullshit argument. There is no freedom without liberty. You can't tell me that you're free if you don't have the liberty to do whatever it is. NSA made a fervent appeal to the young people of India to dedicate themselves completely to nation building, stating that a rare window of opportunity has opened in the country's history that must not be allowed to slip away. Now, again, absolute fucking bullshit. Like, any change that happens within this country that is towards the BJP is a bad change. Everyone fucking knows that. And this is happening in Pune. Like, goddamn. Pune mentions, like, these days Pune never really gets into the news for anything good. It is always something bad. National Security Advisor NSA Ajit Doval on Saturday stressed that freedom should not be understood merely as a liberty to do whatever one desires. That is the whole fucking point of freedom. Urging the younger generation to reflect upon Lokmanya Tilak's vision for India and his contributions to nation building. Now, people need to realize Lokmanya Tilak was an absolute fucking casteist turd. And I say that as someone who kind of sort of grew up where Lokmanya Tilak grew up in Pune. Addressing Lokmanya Tilak National Award Ceremony in Pune, Doval drew a contrast between freedom enjoyed by the present generation and horrendous person, absolutely horrendous person, and the difficult circumstances in which Lokmanya Tilak lived and worked. He was a UC Brahmin. He did not have that much issues in life. Saying the struggles and hardship that era are difficult for today's youth to fully imagine. Okay. I truly understand Lokmanya's life and depend on depth of his character. One must grasp the context of his era. Yeah. So this was in response of the 15-year-old going out and bashing the prime minister, rightly so, multiple. Like, they're harassing women left, right, and center at this point. There are like 2 or 3 cases at this point where the Hindutva goons have gone to the house of the women that were in the videos and forced them into giving out an apology. Imagine being against colonial forces raising the child. What? Imagine being against colonial forces raising the child age. What? Imagine being against colonial forces at the child's age. Sure. That I can agree with. Yeah. Like, anyway, child age for marriage. I have no idea what is going on. I'm going to reduce this so people. Yeah, no, can't really see that anyway. Child for marriage, child age for what? Imagine being oh shit. Okay, I understand. Imagine being against raising the age of marriage for children. Yes, yeah, I know that was him. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I have to like remove all of this part from the video later. God fucking damn it. Yeah, that was fucking Tilak. So why is Ajit Doval a cuck, such a big cuck for the Prime Minister? I mean, this is a two-way street by the Prime Minister has done enough for him. For example, this is Amit Shah. Big secret about Doval's appointment. This is literally yesterday.
2014 में प्रधानमंत्री बने. उन्होंने सबसे पहला अपॉइंटमेंट प्रधानमंत्री के नाते किया था तो प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी का नहीं किया था, अजीत डोवल जी के एनएसए के रूप में चयन करने का काम.
This is not ADHD, you're just stupid sometimes, yeah. And it's cute when it's not annoying, lol, yeah. Yeah, so the first person, apparently according to Amit Shah, that was hired by the Prime Minister was Ajit Doval. Not even his PA, but Ajit Doval.
और मोदी जी के कालखंड का जब भी इतिहास लिखा जाएगा, आंतरिक सुरक्षा और बाहरी सुरक्षा की कोई मीमांसा करेगा तो स्पष्ट रूप से अजीत डोभाल जी के लिए उसको एक स्वर्णिम पृष्ठ रिजर्व रखना ही रखना पड़ेगा.
He's basically glazing him by saying that whenever anyone writes about the national or international policy for India, they have to talk about Ajit Doval in it. They have to talk about Ajit Doval in it. The point here is that none of those policies are good in India. So I don't really think Ajit Doval wants his name there, because that's going to be like, yeah, this is the guy who fucked everything up. So let's go back and talk about Ajit Doval. Ajit Doval, we are using Wikipedia. Everyone can go check, because people don't really like to look up sources anymore. They use ChatGPT, and this is better than ChatGPT, obviously, because at least this has references. So yeah, he's called a spy master, a bureaucrat. He's been a spy for India, has spied in Islamabad, spied in Pakistan. Like, but there is something that we have to really look into of what his extracurriculars have been beyond his duty as like spy master. The two most things that actually line up in this scenario for this discussion is the Rashtriya Rakshak University was set up for him. Like, they set up an entire university for him. Guess who set it up? We're just going to go here. Oh, it's in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, India. So who might set it up? Parent Institute is the Ministry of Home Affairs of India. History was established by the government of Gujarat, led by Chief Minister Modi at that point of time. It was created by Act 14, passed in the Gujarat Assembly in that year. In 2020, via Act of Parliament, the university upgraded to Rashtriya Rakshak University. That's one. So what does it mean? What does it mean to be one of the board members of a university? You just get money. That is his security fund. Like, if anything happens to him, if he wants to be like, no, I'm not going to work anymore, I don't like, all, it doesn't really matter. He literally can get money through that. That's what a board member does. They just suck up the money. The other thing is far more important in this scenario. It is Vivekanand International Foundation. Vivekanand International Foundation is a think tank of the Sangh Parivar. This foundation has been linked to the IAC, the India Against Corruption movement, where, for one, it was set up by Ajit Doval and Vivekanand Kendra, a Sangh Parivar organization, at the site in Delhi, allotted later by P.V. Narasimha Rao, 1993. Ajit Doval, who retired as a director. Hey, Kairos, how are you doing? Oh, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Guys, go follow Kairos. Can I give a shout out like this after I change the setup? Hold on. Yes, I can. Perfect. The setup works. The setup works. Anyway, so founder and director, Ajit Doval, who retired as a director of the Intelligence Bureau 2000, became the founder director. Guru Murthy, associated under Sangh Parivar on Swadeshi Jagran March, was a force behind its creation. Now, the important part is this one. The foundation made news in 11 and 12 when it was described as being instrumental in bringing Anna Hazare, Kejriwal and Kiran Bedi along with Baba Ramdev to form Team Anna in the anti-corruption protest. And right after winning, after Ajit Doval did that for IAC, he was awarded as as a national security advisor by the Prime Minister of India, which sadly is this guy. yeah, the foundation also stated it has no links to the RSS or the Bharatiya Janata Party. But okay, like founders have entirety of their connection with the Bharatiya Janata Party and RSS, and officially they have none. Oh, Kejriwal. This is why Doval gets sucked over so much, because in the background he is their workhorse. He's the guy who they call when they want to get something done. He's the guy who makes all of the arrests possible. The information comes from him. It's a whole fucking nexus. It's a whole fucking nexus among these guys. And then Jesus, this is a wonderful thing. This is him saying in 2004, by the way. This is him saying in 2004. So we have to keep, like, while we are at Ajit Doval, we have to look at the things that he has called AI. He has called this AI. It is not AI.
And let me tell you one small thing. Now that I have been exposed as a man who is this thing, the number of persons that ISI has recruited for intelligence tasks in India, there have been more Hindus than Muslims. If see all the number of cases from 1947 which have been these things under the official secret side of the.
And it makes sense because whenever you're hiring someone for terrorist activities, you do not hire the minority that is always looked at with suspicion. Anyway, this is the reason why you're going to see him acting up a bit too much in the coming months, where he's going to be the primary force behind arresting people, arresting protesters, arresting and putting FIRs against workers, the communists, all of them. He is their attack dog. And we have to understand the fact that the reason why he is their attack dog is because he is not Indian. He is not Indian as much as he is from the BJP. Why would Hindus work for ISI? Money, honeypot, mostly other money. Hindus, like RSS members themselves, are not really, what's the word for it? RSS members are not really devout to the country of India. Yeah, it's a lot of honeypots, but they are also not devout to the idea of India. They're devout to Hindu Rashtra. Or greed, don't be sexist, bro. No, like, it is not sexist to say there's a lot of, dude, it is not sexist to say there's a lot of honeypots. There are a lot of honeypots. You never know. There may be honeypotting dudes with dudes. The point I'm trying to make here is that it really doesn't matter. But also a lot of, yes, there's also a lot of greedy people. There is also another thing here, that the fact still remains that RSS people are not beholden to India. RSS people are beholden to their red flag, to their Hindu Rashtra ideology. They will do anything to create distress. Like, RSS men have been noted down to saying that, hey, RSS leadership was training people to bomb India and then blame it on the Muslims. They don't really care for terrorism. Anyway, the videos. And then getting into the whole point that, again, RSS and education, there's a good video. Where's this fucking video? Maybe I can go through. RSS Hindu Rashtra is just anti-Muslim. That's nothing else. Yeah, exactly. But they don't like the idea that India exists. They don't like the idea that India exists. Yeah, you see hold, but they don't like the idea that India exists in the first place. There is a reason why they are more willing to do terrorism in India. If you ask someone who actually loves India, they are not going to bomb different places. Yeah, it's anti-everything. It's a fascist ideology. They have like, also this is what I'm talking about, by the way. Whenever I'm talking about like, oh, RSS has like a very tight control on the education system, this is also what I'm talking about, this video.
It's a system that has been captured, the soul of the system has been captured by the RSS. The soul, sir.
You can call it the RSSification or Sangification of India's education system.
RSS has taken over the entire education system, and that includes various aspects. That includes the control over the universities, that includes the control over the agencies and institutions that run the education system, that includes the rewriting of textbooks, that includes the research, that includes the entire architecture of education sector in India. You'll be surprised to know that the entire focus of Modi government has been towards privatization. They have completely privatized the education, and we putting in their people.
How long was I muted?
Whether they are qualified or not, and
I should be not muted now.
Giving contracts to their people who may or may not be RSS people, but certainly aligned with RSS.
Can you give us some examples which go to prove that indeed the RSS has control over the education system?
You see, let us start with the paper leak. Yesterday, the Parliament passed a very stringent law to punish people who will be found guilty of paper leak. Now, that's a post-leak step.
Yeah.
Why government is not talking of avoiding that leak?
The reason why they do not talk about avoiding the leak itself is because they need the leaks. Because they want to distract people. That is the whole point of a fucking leak. See, I have a theory, okay? I have a fucking theory here. The reason why these leaks happen is to control the amount of people that actually pass out. It is a form of not giving them admissions because, oh, the leak happened, so you have to try again. That's why I kind of think the leaks happen as well, because they don't really have the jobs, especially the leaks when it comes to like job employment, not just NEET. This is not just about NEET. This is about employment specifically. Like the leaks always happen whenever they don't have the spaces for like 1 billion people coming in. Like you have seen like 7 lakh people, like 700,000 people applying for a job that has 300 openings, kind of a thing.
The question arises, each of these companies have been found guilty of various irregularities, ineligibilities, and lack of professional expertise. But again and again, the future of children of this country is been entrusted to them. There's no CAG audit of NTA like UPSC or SSC. So why did you remove the option of audit? What was there to hide?
Yeah, I hate chat today. They didn't tell me I was on mute.
Hello and welcome to this special discussion on
Oh, shit.
the students' unprecedented movement by students, led by Cockroach Janata Party, and subsequent to that, the Prime Minister acquiescing and setting up a new
Hello.
bringing
Diksha,
a new
long time no see.
bill to make the whole system of paper leaks, etc., to make the whole system of paper leaks more transparent and increase the punishment for violation of the law in regard to the conduct of exams and paper leak. But what we want to discuss today is the debate in Parliament, and specifically in Parliament, the discussion that was put forth by the arguments put forth by the leader of the opposition in particular.
Hey, Shreyaks. Long time no see for you as well. Anyway, we have a new setup. Like literally today we have a new setup where you can see more of my face for one. You can, like, the camera is more on the line, which is good. Hey, oh, Iron Muff is here as well. Hey, dude. It's like everyone is just dropping in today, which is amazing, It's been so long since y'all dropped in. We are just looking in the... Yeah, it is very... Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I know I look good. Anyway, I just have a problem with, like, okay, I just need to do something with the light coming in, because like the light from the screen is just... See, I don't know how to fix that. That is just like the only thing that is there. Other than that, everything is fine. I don't know. Maybe I should get like glasses that don't reflect too much.
Rahul Gandhi, who argued that it is not necessarily the paper leak and the subsequent fixing of the system to prevent paper leak, which is important, but that's not the root cause of our broken education system. Rahul Gandhi argued that the
They always
RSS
speak so
has
slowly. This is like, they speak so slowly. I'm gonna...
captured the soul of India's education system. Now, he's the
Yeah,
only
I'm increasing
leader,
the speed.
mind
I'm
you.
increasing the speed. Yeah. I have a series you should watch. It's called The Man in the High Country. It's a German winner, WW2. Yeah, okay. In World War II, and it looks like India right now. Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll get back to you and watch it. Man in the High Castle. Ah. Yeah, I'll watch it. I think I have watched clips of it. Yeah, I mean, India has been Nazifying for a while. We are right there. India has been Nazifying for a while. Anyway.
Who has made this argument very, very clearly and very specifically. And we want to discuss that today. What exactly did Rahul Gandhi mean when he said that the soul of India's education system has been captured by the RSS? You can call it the RSSification or Sanghification of India's education system, which has been generally talked about in the civil society space.
Hi, Makke. How are you doing? Man, everyone is dropping in today. Sweet.
But nobody has put it so bluntly and put it so sharply, brought it into such sharp focus. So we have with us Gurdeep Sapal, who's a Congress spokesperson, who's a very well-known face on television channels. He's a member of the Congress Working Committee, and he's also a close aide of the Congress President, Shri Mallikarjun ji. And Gurdeep will try to sort of amplify for our viewers what exactly did Rahul Gandhi mean when he said the education system has been captured by the soul of the system has been captured by the RSS. So welcome to our this conversation, Gurdeep.
Season captivated me so much. I binged watch. I even sacrificed my sleep. And there have been so many shows like that.
Please tell us
But yeah, I
what
think I've heard a lot about The Man in the High Tower being like an amazing show.
the Congress party and what your leader Rahul Gandhi are saying, and how they will take this forward, this whole argument forward. Gurdeep.
Thank you. Thank you, Venu. What Rahul Gandhi has been now pointing at is that RSS has taken over.
I really need to go watch Odysseus. Seriously, I have to go. I want to watch like 2 or 3 movies. I don't know how and when. Because I want to watch Spider-Man. I want to watch Odysseus. There's a lot of movies. I think I'm just... Odysseus, I think I'm going to watch this week, hopefully. By the way, just a random thing. Tomorrow's my birthday. So what do you want for a birthday stream? Everyone likes to do it. I would like to do it as well. So just give me some ideas. I have no idea what to do. I literally have no idea what to do for a birthday stream as such. I was just going to talk about politics most of the time. Highlight of the year, this channel. I want to watch Spider-Man Odysseus. Maybe I have a movie marathon tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully I can. I don't think if I have the time. Like, okay, EXO, I swear I'm not going to start an OnlyFans at this point. Let me like bulk up a bit and then I'll give you a personal OnlyFans if you like. I don't know. We should do something for the birthday stream. I'm finally becoming 30. I'm in the unk zone right now. So like I'm finally unk. Like I'm finally unk. So maybe something.
For the entire education system. And that includes very...
Let's fucking go. Yeah, let's fucking go. Give me ideas for birthday stream. I have no idea what to do.
various aspects. That includes the control over the universities, that includes the control over the agencies and
Uncle, I like to fuck.
institutions that run the education system, that includes the rewriting of textbooks, that includes the research, that includes the entire architecture of education sector in India. And that is what is the issue today. You'll be surprised to know that the entire focus of Modi government has been...
See, the thing is, I have no idea what to do. I literally have no idea what to do for like a birthday stream. And maybe play something like, but we do that anyway. I am not a very birthday person per se. Like I'm not a birthday person, more or less. I don't really like to do much. Like, to be fair, the only thing I personally like to do on my birthday is have a nice burger. Nothing else. Like, just chill. That is my go-to for a birthday. Yeah, do gaming stream. Sure, we can do like we can play Among Us. Yeah, that would be nice. We can all play Among Us. I'm not a birthday person either, but it was my 30th birthday. Oh yeah, true. Burger mukbang stream, I swear. What is a mukbang stream? I forgot what a mukbang stream is. Hold on. We should do something together. Yeah, I can do a burger mukbang. There is an absolutely a burger here that is like this big. Like it's like one of the biggest burgers I've heard of. I have heard Rumpus maybe new. Where you overstuff yourself with... yeah, perfect. I can do that. I'm scared to Google that. No, we should play something together, no? All of us. We should play something together. Is there any online games you can play? Like just, I don't know, not a shooting game probably. Just like something. That, because why not? We can play in Discord. Sure, yeah, we can do it in Discord. That works too. Also, yeah, sorry, with the new format, I'm not really seeing the Jesus, how much shit do you actually, can you show your, my feet are fucking excellent. We can play India 2026 GTA 5, yeah. Tomorrow's my birthday. We can maybe plan it for later if people are busy, but we'll see. Stop being on. Yeah, no. The thing had blocked it. I had to. Like, to be fair, my feet are fucking perfect. Like, one thing I have is like good hands, like really soft hands, and really formed nicely feet, not the weird bone issue feet, which is fun. Horny chat is good for birthday. Good idea for. No. Seriously, I have seen so much. Like, you will be surprised how many people actually do not have good feet, which is surprising. Like, people who have walked a lot bare feet in their childhood have like excellent fucking feet. I have a birthday in 21 days. Happy birthday. Advance happy birthday, Iron Moff. So wait, 20, so it's second, so 23rd. Nice. Sweet. Anyway, why are we talking about feet again? Okay, let's not talk about feet. But seriously, god damn it. Marvel, someone said Marvel Rivals? OnlyFans, yeah, it's like I was just talking about OnlyFans today. Where is this? Someone said Marvel Rivals. I have never really played Marvel Rivals. Like, what is that game? Is it like a fighting game? We can have a tournament actually. In my opinion, we should all play Pokemon, but like, oh, fine. I used to host like Pokemon tournaments, but I don't think people really know how to play that. Yeah, me neither. Like Marvel, I've heard a lot. Like there is this YouTuber. I don't know what's the YouTuber's name. I fucking forgot. It's like I have not played Overwatch either. Y'all don't know. I haven't played. Who's that YouTuber? Hold on. Yeah. TBS Kayan. No. TBS Kayan. He's a YouTuber that talks about like designs, for example. This kind of a thing. And it is like the YouTuber is fucking amazing. Like they are a non-binary person who talks about design, who talk about like how designs are, what they should be, they rank it, all of that shit. The thing is, that's how I know about Marvel Rivals, because they comment a lot on Marvel Rivals. Like, maybe I will play Overwatch if it's available to me. If it's available, if Overwatch is available, I will play it. Multiplayer one-person shooter by Blizzard Entertainment. PlayStation? I can play. I've been playing. Are we there yet? But it started to. Yeah. Don't start with me about motion sickness. Like really bad motion sickness right here. Not even like motion sickness with respect to like just gaming motion sickness. I have a lot. I puke at. I literally puke. Do you want to play Overwatch tomorrow? I have never played it. I might as well start. But you'll have to talk me through what is happening with Overwatch. Sure, we can at least try. Have you played Minecraft VR? I can imagine. PUBG PC. No, like my PC can't take streaming. I can't stream then. I won't be able to stream it. Like, I would love to play PUBG, but PUBG is not going to work for me because it just won't work. Anyway, let's continue.
Towards privatization. They have completely privatized the education, and B, putting in their people, whether they are qualified or not, and giving contracts to their people who may or may not be RSS people, but certainly aligned
Most of them are. All of them are.
with RSS, because as you know, RSS doesn't have any membership, so it's very difficult to establish that a person A, B, or C is a RSS office bearer. But certainly those people are aligned with RSS, they are part of the RSS structure. And this is what Rahul Gandhi has been pointing out.
Okay. So, Guldeep, can you give us some examples which go to
I'll never be brave enough to play VR games as I'm prone to motion. Yeah, no.
prove that indeed the RSS has control over the education system? Like you said, it's RSS is not a formally structured organization. So, in one sense, it may be difficult to establish how RSS is controlling the whole education structure. But still, there are very many telltale signs of how the RSSification of the education system is happening. I think one particular example I heard
I genuinely wonder why whenever it's weird that hate is more organized compared to the left. Absolutely. It is. See, the thing is, hate organizations organize around hating people, and they don't really care about people enough to not hate them. It's a weird way to say that when you love something, you go into the nitty-gritties of why you love something, which ends up happening that it causes more division overall. In this scenario, we need a connecting thread that connects the left together, not further divides it. We are missing out on that connective thread. That's the problem.
Bringing out on a television channel about the head of the National Testing Agency and his past record as a Madhya Pradesh Public Service Commission head.
Yeah, it is the easiest thing to trigger. That is so fucking true.
Can you just bring out some of these aspects of RSS's control?
Sure. You see, let us start with the paper leak. Yesterday, the parliament passed a very stringent law to punish people who will be found guilty of paper leak. Now, that's a post-leak step.
Yeah.
Why government is not talking of avoiding that leak, stopping that leak? In none of their speeches, the focus was on how to stop the leakage. And there's a reason for that. Now, in case of NEET, the agency which conducts the examination is NTA. There are 2-3 things very glaring about NTA. First, we talk about the individuals.
Yeah.
We read a newspaper report that certain people, some 3 dozen people, have been removed from NTA as an action.
Yeah.
If you go through that list,
right?
Yeah.
You're saying recently, yeah.
Recently, 3-4 days back.
National Testing Agency, yeah.
Yeah. But what we found, all those who have been relieved or action has been taken are very junior or contractual people at junior level. None of the seniors or responsible people have been acted upon. The chairman of NEET is one person called Pradeep Kumar Joshi. He was earlier UPSC chairman also. So on the prima facie of it, it looks that a UPSC chairman, which is one of the most prestigious posts in India, is NTA chief, so nothing wrong with it. But when you try to dig out the past, see why Mr. Joshi is not being removed, we find that his first appointment into Public Service Commission was in Madhya Pradesh Public Service Commission. And under RTI, one of the persons called Dubey, Mr. Dubey, he got this response under RTI with copies that the Kshetriya Pracharak, the regional Pracharak of RSS, Vinod Bhaiya, had written to the CM through the channel saying that
Who was the CM then? Shivraj Chauhan, right?
Mr. Chauhan.
Yeah, Shivraj Chauhan. Yeah.
Mr. Shivraj Chauhan was the CM, and it was recommended to him that.
Can you find geography I have a question. Can you find geography? Cone snail? H. Cone snail is a snail. This one. Do you want me to find it? It's venomous. Marine gastropoda mollusk in superfamily. What do you want me to find it about?
Such and such person has been a ABVP leader, is part of RSS, and a recommendation was made for him. And Mr. Joshi was appointed as Madhya Pradesh Public Service
Can
member.
you find it in the European Union? Let me check the diversity. Sorry, what am I typing? Call it right. So you can find it. No, you can't find it. It is exclusively on the equator. Around, like, you can find it in EU within the Mediterranean, but it is extremely coastal. You won't find it in Norway.
As subsequently the chairman.
Yeah.
You may say there's nothing wrong in that.
Yeah.
People from political stable do come. If BJP is in power, then RSS people do get chance.
Yeah.
The problem is
Hey, Arun,
beyond.
how are you doing? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? We're just talking about like education.
This problem is that there was a recruitment scam in selection of faculty in Madhya Pradesh universities.
Okay.
In
You-
that
Fair
Recruit-
enough. Fair enough. Streaming is tiring.
Give it a
Recruitment
chance time. Yeah. Okay.
during BJP's tenure only in 2009-10,
Okay.
there was an inquiry conducted by BJP government, a 3-member inquiry. It concluded that there was a large-scale scam happening. Out of 350, they identified 57 people who were wrongly selected.
The inquiry
that-
found. Yeah.
The inquiry found it.
Yeah.
And that inquiry then recommended a further inquiry by a task force or a EOW thing or a CBI to inquire further into the matter.
Yeah.
But what we find, that no action is taken after that. There's no further inquiry.
Taking a
And the
trip down to Turkey, Italy, or Greece, you'll find them there.
Person who was heading Madhya Pradesh Public Service Commission was then made Chhattisgarh Public Service Commission chairman, then UPC chairman, and then NTA chairman. A person,
You're saying that the same person,
the same
Mr.
person.
Pradeep Joshi,
And yeah, and why
moved
this
from
becomes,
Madhya Pradesh to Chhattisgarh to UPSC and then became
Yes,
head of
yes.
national testing.
and then we never heard of that inquiry.
Okay.
No further inquiry was done. And interestingly, who were the people who benefited in that scam? Like there was one Dr. Rajesh Lal Mehra, whose name appeared that he was one of the wrong selections. He goes on to become the member and chairman of Madhya Pradesh Public Service Commission. The
Okay.
person whose own appointment as faculty was questioned by the and was proved that it is a wrong appointment by the BJP inquiry committee goes on to become the chairman of Madhya Pradesh Public Service Commission.
Okay. Okay.
There's another called Dr. Rajesh Verma. He was also, his appointment was also objected to by the inquiry committee. He goes on to become the vice chancellor of Durgavati University.
Okay.
There was another called Mamta Raikwar. She goes on to become the member of Public Service Commission in Madhya Pradesh. So, so it is very easy to draw inference that all these people against whom the inquiry said that their appointments were wrong, they
And they
went
were-
on
they were-
to
they
the
were
managerial
ineligible.
positions in education.
Yeah.
There was no action, no removal, nothing, no further inquiry. And each one of them who was guilty of that scam and who was the beneficiary of that scam went on to major positions in Madhya Pradesh or in India. And this is
One of the major reasons for this specific thing, why they gunk up the system itself, because if a system doesn't work, the system cannot stop them when their takeover happens. A lot of times people people attribute the rise of fascism to only the people changing. But no, the rise of fascism also happens because of entryism into politics. Like this is what oh shit, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. What was his tag? Double N. I am so sorry. That's my bad.
is just one state.
Anyway, so the reason why this happens is because the machinery, if it's gunked up as much as it is easier for them to take over. That is why. So you can have a system like this where your loyalists will always be loyal to you because they know nothing is going to happen, and they will be like, oh, look, nothing happened to this guy, so this guy is the other guy is also going to be let out. So when there is something illegal that is going on, like money laundering, like making sure everyone within the scope of this organization needs to mobilize for the fascist organization, it happens. Like if you talk about like what happened in Nazi Germany was when the Nazis first went to like the University of Germany, University of Munich, if I'm not wrong, University of Munich. The first they wanted all of the Jewish students to be removed, and the thing that happened was the first question the chancellor of the university asked was, will this affect our donations by the government? That's because everyone was fucking corrupt. Because if you can target the children first, you literally change. When you target the children, you can change the future very easily. That's why the RSS is so prevalent in schools. That's being talked about.
That we are talking about.
Yeah. Can I ask
So
you?
if there's a fair government, Venu, then an inquiry will be upheld and people who have been found guilty will be acted upon, not promoted.
Yeah.
And even now, NTA is under fire. The whole agitation was held against NTA primarily,
Yeah.
but this DG, the chairman continues. There's no question asked from him.
Yeah.
And NTA is such an organization, it is not even perturbed. There's a governing council of NTA, which has various directors of IITs, then Indian Institute of Science, IGNU, JNU,
Yeah.
IAM, all of them are part of that governing council. So you would expect that such a highly decorated governing council would sit, discuss what has gone wrong, take corrective measures. You'll be surprised. After 2024 leak, till today, this governing council has met only twice. And after the current leak, it has not even met.
Okay.
They're not even bothered. So the person who's with RSS continues unquestioned. The person who are from who are the directors of IITs, IIMs, they don't even need to question. And the only answer is that increase the punishment through a law.
Yeah.
That is where the problem lies.
Yeah. So this, Gurdeep, this what you just described, the anatomy of what you just described, sounds a bit like the Ram Temple Trust, where all the junior functionaries are being removed, and the top guys who have connections with the RSS, they remain where they are. So tell me this. You very clearly described how a whole set of people were found ineligible by the BJP government itself. Their own task force in Madhya Pradesh found ineligible for the Public Service Commission for Employment through the Public Service Commission. And you said that most of them, in spite of BJP inquiry committee indicting these selections, many of them went on to hold much higher posts in the education
And they're not being questioned now. They're not being questioned. And there's part B to it. It is not just limited to individuals. Yeah. If you look at the companies who are handling the entire education system in India right now, there are only 3-4 companies. And each one has been found guilty in past and has been promoted after that. Now in SSC last year, there was a leakage. And the company which was accused of mishandling the exam is called Eduquity Technologies. Yeah. It's a company. SSC gave a statement that, it is not handling the paper setting, it is handling only logistics. Yeah. Now this company, Eduquity, in 2020 was declared ineligible by Central Director General of Training, the apex body. They said this is not equipped, this is ineligible for any such thing. But in 22, Madhya Pradesh gives it a contract for Madhya Pradesh teacher eligibility test, then gives another contract for Patwari test. Then again, there's a problem. Leakages happen, scam happens. So Madhya Pradesh government, again, Shivraj Singh Chauhan's government, orders a High Court inquiry. Then we do not know what happens to that inquiry against this company, but this is given a contract for Madhya Pradesh Education Selection Board. Then it is given a contract with SSC. And now SSC also leaks. And there's an inquiry going on in SSC where we do not know where it reaches.
So you're saying, just a minute, you're saying they got a contract while Shivraj Chauhan had taken the matter to the High Court, while the High Court inquiry was on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Then there's another company called Satvat Info Solutions Private Limited. Now this company handled defense OMR examination in 16. There was a CBI inquiry because there was goof up in that. After that, they were given Railway Recruitment Board in 19. Again, there was an inquiry, NTA blocked it, ONGC blacklisted it. Again in 24, they get contract from UP government for police operators examination. Now question is, similarly, the famous case of the company which handled OSM and CBSE. It was earlier called Globarena. It was blacklisted by Telangana. It came by a new name, which was coamped and given CBSE's OMR. So the question arises, each of these companies have been found guilty of various irregularities, ineligibilities, and lack of professional expertise. But again and again, the future of children of this country is been entrusted to them. What is the great...
You're saying that these companies still operate in spite of having been blacklisted by various
they
states,
keep on.
right?
There are inquiries and they still get. And in multiple cases, the tenders are retendered till they qualify. So why are these companies pushed? And why there is no action, no debate from BJP side on the role of these companies? Because they have been protected. So one side, it is individuals.
It is not just important to look that they are protected. We have to look at why they are protected as well. A lot of times, RSS, BJP, etc., or any fascist organization requires their loyalists. That is exactly why they do it.
Other side, it is companies. And there's a third aspect. Third aspect is the structural thing. Now, Pradeep Kumar Joshi is Director General of NTA.
Yeah.
He was a member of UPSC and a chairman of UPSC. UPSC is one of the robust bodies in India which conducts exam. There's never been a controversy.
Yeah.
So he knows what system works in UPSC. He's aware of that system. Yeah. But he never tried to evaluate NTA on that same criteria, same yardstick as UPSC.
You mean he didn't bring those practices, good practices of UPSC?
He never brought, and he never could have. Yeah. Because when NTA was being designed, the talk started in 2010. The suggestion was that it should be designed as a statutory body like UPSC and SSC. Okay. It was a recommendation of 7-member IIT Directors Committee, Professor Acharya Committee. Then a task force recommended in 13. But when it was finally made, all those recommendations were set aside. It was not made a permanent body. It was registered under Societies Act. What difference that means? First thing they did was that it was kept out of audit. There's no CAG audit of NTA like UPSC or SSC. So why did you remove the option of audit? What was there to hide? Second thing, there's no concept of permanent employees for the critical task. It has only, I think, 40 odd positions. Yeah. Now it conducts all India examinations for lakhs and lakhs of people. And in a comparison, UPSC's permanent staff is 1,771. Yeah. See the difference. Yeah. You know what makes UPSC works. Yeah. Everything UPSC does in-house. SSC used to do in-house till 18, till these people decided that also will be part of it, will be given on contracts. And now in NTA, every work, paper setting, econometrics, transport of paper checking, allotment of center, the data management, everything is done outsourced on contracts. ठेकेदारी पे करते हैं.
So outsourcing,
so this is a structure created to give work to their people.
Leads,
It's a structure created to give work to their people. Yeah. As simple as that. Because they knew what works. What was working was UPSC model. What was working was SSC model. You have dismantled it for NTA and brought a model which does not work. Okay. But you are not discussing about that model. And the problem with RSS is that they are very ambitious. If the irony is, they're very ambitious.
They are not ambitious at all. Like, I don't understand these guys. Like, okay, get to the fucking point. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, have you ever seen one of these people ever coming to the point that RSS is inherently trying to do a takeover? No, you haven't. This is the problem with Congress. They're very, very fucking soft on the RSS. Most of them are Sanghis themselves.
But they do not have qualified people. So every time, even if they push in their people, they're substandard people.
Like, I really thought today's stream was like, I'm not going to get mad at anything. It's fine. We can just listen to this. I don't really have to yap too much. No.
Vacancies are not filled. It is happening everywhere across India.
Okay. So is this...
You'll be surprised to know.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised to know that in universities, central universities and centrally funded higher education institutions, which are like IIT, IIMs, you'll be surprised to know the number of professor posts which are vacant. The data last received was in 25. 56.2% posts are vacant of professors.
Yeah.
56%.
This is not working. I am bored, to be completely honest with you. Let's go watch Zateo. There is a video of Zateo that I really wanted to watch for a while. I'm bored of this now, to be completely honest with you. This is a video I've been wanting to watch. It's a video with Srinivas Jain and again Mehdi. Mehdi is always the
What
good.
we've seen in India is a complete media capture of a scale which I think is literally unprecedented anywhere in the world. Now you flip. Fox News on steroids.
More right-wing than Fox News,
Newsmax
yeah.
on steroids.
Do they accept that they're basically in the lab, the gore of Narendra Modi?
You've got journalists who spent years in jail just for simply going out and reporting a story.
What is your advice to people in the US, people in the US media who are dealing with this landscape now?
Lawyer up, show some spine, form solidarities. You can't fight this on your own.
One of the things here that you have to realize that America does not really, like, people really have to look at India to see their future. Did I hear wrong, or you said Mehdi is... No, you heard wrong. I said Mehdi is always great. What?
If they don't show spine, then
Mehdi is one of the one of the best journalists out there today.
newsrooms are screwed and independent journalism is screwed.
Do you fear for your safety as someone who's now an independent journalist, not protected by the might of NDTV?
Doesn't matter, he's a liberal. He's still a very good journalist. Like, if you're just like, yes, he's a liberal. He is social democrat liberal, kind of. He's like the Norway system great kind of liberal. He's like one step more liberal than... Actually, he's like as liberal as Bernie Sanders. See, the thing is, he's a liberal at the end of the day. He characterizes himself as a liberal. His journalism is absolutely excellent. Like, he doesn't really mince words. That is something I do appreciate about him. He doesn't mince words. He has apologized for every bad take he has had, but his bad takes are generally in like 2005, 2006. His bad takes aren't like, oh, 2020, 2021. They're like 15-year difference. We can give them that. Like, okay, you may have changed in 15 years. Like, he's a very good journalist overall. Overall, he's a very good journalist. I'm not like, yes, he's a liberal. Yes, I agree with all of the issues people have with him. But we don't really have much choice. Like, to be fair, even personal politics aside of Mehdi, I think when it comes to like just talking about how he is, like reporting on stuff, he's still unbiased, which is a rare thing. Like, he will be the one of like, okay, a politician's job is to not just take everything at face value. It's the job is to look outside and give an honest opinion, honest review, and he will do that. Like, he will do that. He will call out every single one. He'll call out Democrats. He'll call out Republicans. Even he will call out DSA when it comes to it. Even if he calls himself liberal.
Freedom of the
I mean, to be fair, El Sayed calls himself liberal. Like, it doesn't really matter.
press is under assault not just here in the US, but all over the world, including in India, which is often described as the world's biggest democracy. And yet India now ranks 157th in the World Press Freedom Index. Press freedom has been repeatedly attacked by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's far-right BJP government. It's a crisis that Reporters Without Borders has even deemed
so much
an
better.
unofficial
Like, seriously, so much better. Because I'm like, instantly I'm not bored. Which is fun.
state of emergency, especially as high-profile Indian media outlets like NDTV, for example, get bought by billionaires allied with the government. Sound familiar? Joining me now to discuss what's been happening in India with the media and what lessons there may be for us here in the US is the award-winning Indian journalist and anchor Srinivasan Jain, who has joined the independent media movement after he ended a nearly 3-decade career at NDTV. Thank you so much for joining me on the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Good to see you here in the US. After Donald Trump's inauguration, January 2025, I remember you were living in India, Modi's India, and you texted me. I've got the text. I checked it before we came on the show, asking me if I was okay.
Yes.
And that you never thought living in Modi's India, you'd be worried about fellow journalists in the US. And thank you for that text. Thank you for the concern.
Not at all.
You're here in the US now. You're traveling around the US. You're working. How bad do you think it's gotten here compared to India?
I mean, I think it's quite interesting that we're looking at this whole kind of replication of what we think of as the kind of Indian formula or the Modi formula getting transposed here. It's happened at a speed and scale which has taken many of us watching from India by surprise.
Yes.
We knew things were going to go bad.
Yes.
But it does seem, it's like a dramatic drop when you actually see media houses being bought over, CBS, flipping. We see law enforcement landing up at journalists' doors. We see large-scale layoffs and, legacy companies like Washington Post.
But do you feel like I'm seeing what I see at home?
I definitely feel that. I very much see this as part of what we've experienced for the past, decade plus. In fact, even longer. The Indian media has never been fully free, but, past decade has been absolutely catastrophic. So
Playing ignorant? Who's playing ignorant?
even longer, the Indian media has never been fully free, but, past decade has been absolutely catastrophic.
Indian journalist guy? No, I don't think so. Maybe let's check.
Landing
You feel
Washington
like
Post. See this as part of what we've experienced for the past, decade plus. In fact, even longer, the Indian media has never been fully free, but, past decade has been absolutely catastrophic. So there is a sense of deja vu, but it's also important to remember that there are still greater safeguards and protections here, that despite everything that's happened, there is a greater degree of media diversity. There are still institutions that stand up.
Here in the US.
Here in the US. What we've seen in India is a complete media capture of a scale which I think is literally unprecedented anywhere in the world. Because you have to understand that if you think about the numbers, we have 400 news channels.
Wow.
We have 100,000 newspapers and countless digital sites. So for the Modi government to be able to largely bring this huge media ecosystem to heel is a dubious achievement.
Modi government supporters would say it's exactly those numbers that say you're wrong, because how can
Like, it was Hiren Joshi, by the way. To be very clear, it was Hiren Joshi.
how could we have taken over 400 news channels or 100,000 newspapers?
So, the proof of the pudding is in the watching of it.
Is it only 400 news channels? Yes, it is 400 news channels across India. Like, there's like 5 to 6 channels per kind of a state.
There was a time when if you flip through the Indian news media landscape, TV, you'll still get the equivalent of, let's say, 50 CNN,
20
50
channels
Fox
per
News,
state.
50
20 channels per state. Like, why is this going up and down? I really need to change this as well.
MSNBC and so on. Now you flip. Fox News on steroids.
More right-wing than Fox News,
Newsmax on steroids.
Yeah.
Fox News. So it's just been, it's very evident. You don't even need to necessarily do much.
So India has a lot of newspapers. There's I think 10,000. Like, India has a lot more newspapers because of our whole, what's the word for it? Like, because of Indians not having as much TV, we focused a lot more on print media. That's why, like, you don't get as many papers around the world as you think. Like, for example, in Europe, you're gonna find like 2 papers max. In India, like the state level, like at like city level, you have like individual city papers. Yeah, Hiren Joshi did a very good job. He's not still with the PMO, by the way. He left. He took his leave.
Head scratching.
You spent nearly 30 years at NDTV, one of the prominent Indian news channels, very respected channel.
Why can't we have journalistic debates like this? I don't understand. Like, why does India have to do shit like what we were watching earlier? But everyone is clear here. Yeah, he left. Like, the points are clear, the discussion is clear. Why can't we have a debate like this on Indian news channels?
Channel before
Even if it is like very Sangi Kodal, please, why can't we have it like this so I can be happy? They need better edit. No, they need better setup. They need better producers. Overall. Like, seriously, they really need better producers. Like, even if you're watching like a news show on like News Laundry or Quint, it's like 2 hours long, unnecessary yap back and forth. It's never concise. It's never to the point. And like, I would like to have something like this. That's what we're working. Like, that's what I told Ayman as well. Like, the last episode of it was like, production cost is low, be nice. No, it's not about the production cost. Like, what do you think? A 2-hour session is going to cost more or less than a 1-hour session? Being to the point is far more important. But no, people have to just go on and on and on and on. It's a whole thing. Like, if you talk about, if you're listening to one of these debates, they just keep talking. They'll talk over each other. They'll talk like, they'll just be like, oh no, I have to get this point across, but after I get this point across, I have to make 2 other points. So just like, he'll just keep, like, the person will keep making those points. India today can't afford good production. No, absolutely not. Like, seriously, we need like conciser debates.
Acquired.
See, the thing is, you asked good production. You did not say like expensive production. Even the expensive ones aren't good. Like, they are focusing on like, oh, we need to yap a lot more than be concise. Like, just look at the form Mehdi versus him talking about anyone. Like, if he's talking like really friendly, even if he's talking like, if it's an offensive debate, like oppositional debate, it's very concise to the point always. Indian news channels never really.
At the end of 2022 by Gautam Adani, a close friend of Modi,
Yes.
one of the richest men in India. What was going through your mind when you heard that news that he was buying NDTV? And did you immediately say, I got to leave?
The moment the news came out, a bunch of us said, game over.
So, okay. Yeah, we need more Maryada. Yes, we need more Maryada. So now, like, for example, like he just answered the question and then he's just giving background there. In India, they would be like, oh, in 2015, I was doing this, I was doing that, and I was doing this story about this. Go read this. So like, oh, and they say, oh, I was eating chana makhni that night. I was thinking while I was eating chana makhni. I was having chole bhature the next day. That kind of shit they drag into this. Plus, they are slow. Plus, on top of it, they're extremely slow when they speak.
And it was just a question of...
Also, the question is never this direct. The question is always like...
Figuring it out to see when that would happen. We sensed that in some shape or form, they would come after NDTV because we were literally like the last man or the last woman standing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know. But no, they don't. They all, like, it's a 2 hour of nothing. Like, for example, yesterday's the debate with Neha, I was skipping through. I was literally skipping through all of it. Most of it, because it was just pointless. And it was still more to the point than any India Today debate. Like this
So
is
it was just kind of like
21.34.
running the clock down. So by the end of 2022, the takeover was about to be formalized. They called us, members of the Adani group. They called a bunch of us, the guy who's going to head the media establishment. And he said to us, we love you guys. We're not going to touch your freedom. We're going to run this remotely from Bombay. We're based in Delhi. You guys take care of it. Within the first week they come in, they take over editorial, they take over production, they take over corporate. And, I was out. In a month, I was out.
Wow. So you've got this takeover. You've got Modi bringing the Indian media to heel, as you say. There's this term Godi media,
Yes.
which is widely used to describe outlets that pander to BJP politics.
Yes.
For our viewers who don't know much about it, how would you define it? And is it the same as Fox being a media propaganda arm for the Trump administration?
Well, yes and no. I mean, so Godi media, Godi in Hindi means the lap. And so it's a colloquial term, actually coined by an ex-colleague of mine, Ravish Kumar, that this is the media that sits in the lap of the government. And so hence Godi media. They're similar in the sense that
That's how they say it, like Godi media.
basically they serve as attack dogs for the government. They attack the opposition. They defend the government. They carry all the talking points. It's sort of non-stop Islamophobia on prime time, which serves the Hindu nationalist agenda of the government. The difference, though, is that it's not so centrally guided here as it is there. It's literally folks in the Prime Minister's office who are WhatsApping these Godi channels saying, this is what you're going to carry tonight, quote unquote, or else. While here, I don't think Fox News gets its talking points from the White House. They might replicate them, but what I mean to say is there isn't that degree of coercion.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah, they did ruin this country. That is very true. That is very fair.
that's
The Indian
one sort of
The Indian
distinct
channels obviously would
shift.
deny that and say we're independent. Or do they accept that they're basically in the lap, the gourd of Narendra Modi?
No, obviously they don't accept it, but you just have to watch them to know exactly what's going on. I mean,
What-
just to give
what's the
you
view
an
of-
example. Yeah, just to give you an example of when Modi does his interviews with these channels, very selective, very scripted. In the last elections, it turns out it was so heavily scripted that the Prime Minister's office was producing these interviews. They had the cameras, they had the lighting. You just come and sit and ask the questions and they'll give you the tape. And a typical Modi interview with these Godi channels goes like this. What's the secret of your energy? Okay. What kind of mangoes do you like to eat? Or how do you like to eat your mangoes? Or my favorite, do you carry a wallet? What do you keep in that wallet?
Yeah.
Right? So, I
is the
mean, I'm
Prime
saying
Minister.
this is the
I mean,
Prime Minister. So for them,
he barely does interviews to begin with.
he does quite a few interviews, especially during election time. But these are the kind of interviews he does. So for these
Yeah,
guys,
it's basically Va Modi Va most going through it. Like it is Va Modi Va. Like he literally has all of them under control. Like they are his cum socks. That's what he does. He puts his dick in, he basically wiggles it in, and with his dick, their mouth moves. That's Indian media.
to turn around and say we're independent is, it's a
What's
joke.
the reaction from viewers in India? It's a country of 1 billion people. My parents are from India. I spent a lot of time in India.
Yeah.
It's a very disputatious nation,
Yeah.
very argumentative nation, very diverse nation. How is the public going along with this? Because the ratings are good for all these channels, I assume.
Well, there is considerable controversy over our rating system. They're not supposed to be very accurate, but it's true that to a large extent, there is an appetite for this kind of propaganda. There is an appetite for this huge shift that we've made from a broadly secular nation, flawed in many ways, but towards a majoritarian one. And
Okay, let me get this straight. There is no appetite for propaganda. You have to create that appetite, and that appetite is created by the fucking RSS.
And that shift has taken
He's
place.
wrong there. Appetite for propaganda it needs to be created. One of the things that there will be appetite for rage bait. Yeah, there will always be appetite for rage bait, but rage bait triggers your emotional core. But we are not talking about emotional core. We're talking about, of course, he's wrong. Like the dude, maybe, sure. Like one of the things that even streamers have to do is create the appetite for the content to be consumed. Also need counter propaganda? Yes, definitely. Like none of you are going to be here, to be completely honest with you, if the appetite for this kind of content wasn't created beforehand. Like, you would want to be here, wasn't created. Like, if the appetite did not have to be created, if it was already there, any kind of propaganda other than what the majoritarian propaganda was would fail consistently. Like, you would never have a situation where where you're going out to say something on the news and people are just switching the TV off. No, that is not how that works. You have to create the need of the propaganda first. You have to create the allure of the propaganda, that to believe it. It's how you construct your sentences. It is how you construct your talking points. It is the information you give out. It is the information you leave out. And then that propaganda gets digested. Many people who like the RSS hate Muslims and are bigots pro max. Yes, but you have to ask, why do they hate Muslims? Why are they so bigoted? Because since their own childhood, they have been told to be bigoted. They have been told that, hey, it is okay to be bigoted. It is perfectly fine to be bigoted. And that's why they're bigoted. They're not bigoted out of like nothing. They're bigoted because they have been conditioned to hate people. A child that is born is not bigoted to begin with. A child gets to know about what racism is. No one is instinctively racist. No one.
Socially, culturally. So there's no doubt that there is an audience for all of this. But at the same time, there is growing discontent.
Yes.
There are instances when these channels, when they go out to cover, for example, students' protests or farmers' protests, there are shouts of "Go the media, go back." This has become quite common. You might even see these videos viral on social media. So there is a discontent. The only problem, Mehdi, is that there is no outlet for this, right? Because there's a complete
There's not the
capture
same
of
space for independent media that there is in the US, for example, like Zateo.
No. So I was about to say, so the mainstream is a wash. What's happened is all the kind of critical reporting has shifted to digital.
Yeah, and they blame reason of their own issues on other people, go the narrative. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And there's a huge audience that's actually consuming content which is critical of the regime, which is actually what journalism should be
But
doing.
isn't there also censorship online? The Modi government has been known to tell Facebook and Google and others what to do, what to take down.
Extraordinary. You actually have a situation where Twitter, which is not currently right now a bastion of free speech, is fighting the Indian government in court because of the number of takedown notices. Last year alone,
And
there were
Elon Musk
apparently
is pals with Modi.
8,000 takedown notices for Indian handles on Twitter. So there's a huge crackdown. Not only that, I mean, again, a point of distinction between here and India, and maybe that's shifting, is that they've actually used anti-terror law.
Give me a second. What am I doing? I'm doing something fucking stupid. 1 second.
To go after tiny digital websites like NewsClick, put them away for good. So they've understood.
Huge challenges for Indian reporters.
Huge challenges. I think the government has understood that digital is really where the battleground is, and that's really what we need to focus on.
Liking this video? Then don't just watch. Hit like, share, and subscribe. And tap the bell so you never miss a video or live show. But if you want early access to exclusive content, then you have to head to Zateo.com and subscribe now. You'll be supporting fearless, independent journalism. And of course,
Yeah, paint targets on everyone else. Yeah, absolutely. That is what they do anyway.
a lot of these big tech companies have cozied up to Modi, so it makes it easier for him. I mean, I didn't know about the Twitter news. I'm glad that's happening, but I have seen Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg hanging out with Modi, enjoying their time with him. Over the past decade since Modi came to power, more than 24 journalists have been killed in India. I have to ask, do you fear for your safety as someone who's now an independent journalist, not protected by the might of NDTV?
Well, I don't want to kind of make a hero out of myself, because I, in some ways, represent peak privilege. I'm a male, Hindu, English language journalist who's worked in the mainstream space. So I have a considerable degree more of protection. Profile. Yeah, and look, there's
and you're not a woman. Women get a lot.
I was about to say, if I was a woman, if I was a Muslim, if I was a vernacular journalist working especially in a small town in India, it's a different ballgame. It's not that I don't get threats.
Yeah.
It's not that you don't get a shit ton of abuse, but it's more like your access is cut off and things like that. But otherwise, for a majority of our fraternity, You've got journalists who spent years in jail just for simply going out and reporting a story. So it's
Yes.
it's a different reality for those
So liberally forgot his caste.
who are actually.
I mean, it is still better, no? That, like, it is still better overall. I know it doesn't really sound good, but you get what you get.
Sort of in the trenches.
So you're here in Washington, D.C. You're on Zatea speaking to an audience that is majority American audience. What is your advice to people in the US, people in the US media?
Better as in better than getting someone who is hateful, who is absolutely a trashy person.
We're dealing with this landscape now, where you have Donald Trump back for a second term after inciting an insurrection, saying he wants to be happy to be a dictator, talking about the media being treasonous. He just served a bunch of subpoenas to New York Times reporters for reporting on his Qatari gifted plane. The freedom of the press is under assault here.
Sure.
You do have billionaire friends like David Ellison, son of Larry Ellison, close ally of Donald Trump, buying CBS News, Paramount, now trying to buy Warner Brothers Discovery, which would mean he would own CNN.
Sure.
There's a concerted effort to try and stop that merger. So two related questions. One is, what's your advice in general to American media on how to handle the situation, given you've lived it? But also, two, how bad would that merger be, given what you've seen with billionaire ownership of Indian media companies?
So I'd say, first and foremost, lawyer up, show spine. Because the problem is that if promoters and owners who actually have deep pockets, who have institutional safeguards, if they don't show spine, then newsrooms are screwed and independent journalism is screwed. You've got smaller digital sites in India, Mehdi, with a staff of 5, 10, 15, the equivalent of Zeteo, who are fighting cases non-stop, who have raids against them, who have charges, made-up charges of corruption.
Crazy costs.
They're showing spine. Some of the biggest media houses in India have caved. So I would say, number one advice is, lawyer up, show some spine. Number two, I would say form solidarities. You can't fight this on your own.
I don't know why I'm changing this as we speak. I should probably not do it. I probably, sorry, my bad. I was just so focused, this is an ADHD thing. I was like, no. I can make this screen better. I can make this screen better. I have a very good idea. So I was like thinking, let me just quickly do it. Maybe I can hide it here somewhere and do it. Fucking hell, let's just...
The media is typically intrinsically competitive, right?
Yes.
It's dog eat dog.
Throw each other
This is
under the
not
bus.
this is not the time for that. Form networks, form solidarities. That's happening in the digital space. News organizations
now
are frequently-
okay. The thing that I'm trying to do is there's a moving the chat when I speak, moving it up and down. So yeah, it's fucking ADHD thing, dude. For example, hold on. Let me just quickly show you. Let me just stop the... Okay, this is stopped, right? So this is the motion. I want to have the chat go up and down as well. But the issue is the chat is not going to go up and down because I'm just showing off the screen right now. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to... I'll just quickly do it because this is actually quite fun. I like this background stuff. 500, no. 600, 800, 900, and 15. 915. Remember that. 915. Now, this is the other display. The other display looks like kind of this. So what we are going to do with this display is we are going to transform edit and OBS. I'm using OBS. So we did 915, right? So now we have to do is 1920 minus 915 is 1005. 1005 plus 17 because the edit on the other side is 17. Where is this? Hold on. So 1022. Does that work? No, it doesn't. It is still big. I don't know how, but fine. I have no idea how that is not working in the same way, but fine. सर के ऊपर से गया. आई एम सॉरी. It is whatever. It is literally whatever. Maybe like 50 more? No. 30 more? Yeah. The 30 more looks better. Bottom say 100. So like 550, 550. Yeah, see? Perfect fit here. Now the chat looks nice. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to switch the screen now to this. So we are going to add this display over to the other screen like this. We'll move it down, obviously. We have to edit the other screen as well. So 75, 9, 15, 50, 50. So display capture 75, 9, 15, 50, 50. $9.15. Yes, perfect. So what happens is, no. This display capture needs to go down. Perfect. And this capture we move up here. So what happens at the end of the day is here. So this is, oh, this is clean and nice. Yes, absolutely. See? Clean as fuck. This is what I'm trying to do. And now if I just start the advanced screen switcher, whenever I speak, this goes up.
Collaborating on investigations, on advocacy, on fighting for the rights of reporters.
Sweet as fuck. Yeah, see, this is what I was trying to do. OBS. This is OBS. Chill. Yeah, that was the Indian part of me. So now this moves up and down while whenever I speak.
That's number 2. The number 3 point I would say is up your game. When you're going after tyrants.
And I have no browsers, by the way. So nothing is overworking. I have just 2 extra plugins, which makes it very nice. Indian plus ADHD, abso-fucking-lutely. This is Indian plus ADHD core.
When you're going after these sorts of regimes, be factually precise, be rigorous. That old expression from The Wire, when you come for the king, you best not miss. And I think that's something which I've learned, that's something which really stood me in good stead, that we would take on Modi, we would take on the regime with hard facts, with evidence, as opposed to just, broad brush critiques.
On the merger issue, just going back to the NDTV example that we talked about, Gautam Adani bought NDTV.
Yes.
He was indicted in 2024 in New York for an alleged fraud and bribery scheme.
Exactly.
Prosecutors claimed he bribed Indian officials to secure solar energy contracts while misleading US investors. The US DOJ, the Department of Justice, got involved. He denied any wrongdoing. He was never arrested. And the Trump administration dropped the case against him a few months ago. The New York Times reported that this was reportedly due to a pledge from Adani to invest billions of dollars in the US. The DOJ said that had nothing to do with their reason to drop the case.
Oh shit, I should probably mention, this is OBS plus Move Transition plugin plus Advanced Switcher. Yeah. Like, you only need these 3. You don't need anything else. Like, you don't need Streamlabs, you don't need Stream Element, you don't need anything else. You can just keep switching. But this also works like this as well.
Is this a big story in India? Because the New York Times did it as a story here, but of course, in the US, Trump alleged corruption stories They're a dime a dozen. It's hard to keep up. That's already been forgotten in the US. I'm just wondering if it's covered in India.
It was definitely a big story because, I mean, the indictment was a huge story.
Yes.
Adani is the richest man in Asia. He's one of the most prolific businessmen in India. But it was interesting that you mentioned, the U-turn. The U-turn, as you know, came after Adani had Trump's personal lawyer, a guy called Robert Jufra,
Completely
and a team of similar lawyers.
Completely coincidental.
Completely coincidental, and this whole flip happens. The story is reported, but again, Mehdi, it's important to understand that how is it reported? It's just simply reporting it as a fact. Everyone knows that if you really want to go after them, then you're likely to face lawsuits. So yes. I think there's a certain reporting on the record when it comes to Adani.
Yeah.
But again,
no real deep digging.
Again, that's mainstream media. Independent media, digital media have really sort of kept the receipts. They've dug out stuff on him. And again, I would say to some extent the international press in India as well.
Are they getting good audiences, these shows online? Are they getting good audience? I mean, India's a huge country.
They're getting huge audiences. Some of these YouTube channels, which are critical of the regime, have more followers than mainstream channels.
Okay, this is advice for the users. Anything
was worrying for the government
because I have to head out. Why is this going up and down now? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. This might be a little bit of a flaw here that you have to manage. That you can't have more shit in the source.
National elections, they actually lost numbers.
Yes. And I'm sure they looked at
and they were looking at they were.
This might be the only flaw in the game, where if you talk and this talks, Adani is richer than the Chinese billionaire. Oh, I wonder why. Yeah, it's the Modi government. Anyway, guys, we are gonna switch over to just Bollywood, just talking about Bollywood, because I'm gonna have to head out.
Running to whatever event he needs them at, to whatever endorsement he needs them to give them on social media.
Yeah.
Some of the biggest stars. Is that because they're all just kind of closet Hindu nationalists, or is it because they're just scared for their careers, their family's safety? Someone as big as Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
Is he worried about what Modi could do to him?
I mean, look what happened to Shah Rukh's son, right? He was arrested on charges of, sale of drugs, which ultimately collapsed. I would say a majority of them.
Was that seen as linked to some kind of bring him to heel moment?
Yeah, because, I mean, there was a sense in which Shah Rukh hadn't quite kissed the ring. He hadn't said anything critical, but he hadn't kind of rolled up in the way the others had.
He certainly has since.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, but
I've seen some very praiseworthy comments from him about Modi.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I think this gets into a slightly grey area.
Okay.
I would say a majority, to answer your question, I'd say a majority of them are scared. I don't think a majority of them are closet Hindu nationalists. Some certainly have shown their true colors in that regard. But I think this goes back, Mehdi, to not just Bollywood. This is everybody. These are our cricketing greats. These are our athletes. These are our corporates across the board. And this also has to do with the difference in terms of the rule of law in both countries. I was making that point earlier with regards to the media. If you don't comply, they're going to send the enforcement agencies after you. One famous comedian who kind of took a critical stand against Modi, they demolished a part of his office building, saying it was an unauthorized construction.
In response to him.
In response to his being critical.
In the world's biggest democracy.
In the world's biggest democracy. Another sort of film star, TV personality has started a YouTube channel critical of the government. They've raided a close associate of his. So I think
That's Ravish. Ravish is talking about Ravish.
A large part of this Bollywood caving in has got to do with fear. And by the way, it's not just that they're sort of tweeting and speaking out in support of Modi. They've actually managed to get Bollywood to crank out one propaganda film after another, which is a whole nother ballgame.
Some of them have not done well, some have. But yes, some of the biggest films that have come out are very, very nationalistic, anti-Pakistan, some would argue anti-Muslim. I'm amazed, though, that in a country like India, the fame cannot protect them. These people, the Indian superstars,
yes,
for people who are watching at home, Bollywood stars are more famous, more beloved. People build temples to them. Like
exactly.
They have cultish followers in a way that Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt do not have. And yet even them, you're saying, that fame does not protect them if the Modi government comes after them.
Absolutely not. I mean, we mentioned Shah Rukh, who's one of the biggest. Another huge star, Amir Khan.
Yes.
In the first term of the Modi government, all he said was that sometimes when I see what's happening in this country, and he was talking about a wave of anti-Muslim attacks, lynchings and so on, my wife and I think we should move outside this country. They went after him so bad that deals that he had signed, corporate deals, were cancelled. There was an online hate campaign. And you just look at Amir now.
He's brought to heel.
Tom Cruise is probably the last Hollywood movie star? No. Like, what the hell? No. There are so many. I miss Amir Khan. Shah Rukh Khan is like still kind of iffy for me, to be completely honest with you. Like, Shah Rukh Khan is someone who is very misogynistic. He has his lot of shit. Amir Khan has nothing. Tom Cruise also... I mean, there are like a few new ones that are very nice. Like, Tom Cruise is... bleh, to be honest. He's also in support of the pedophile ring of Scientology, so...
So it's kind of fairly unsparing. But again, I'd like to say before we end that, it seems bleak and all of that.
Yeah,
but
give us some hope.
But that's why I want to give a shout out to all the extraordinary, independent sites that are doing great journalism. I mean, if you're watching from the US or anywhere else in the world, if you really want to know what's going on in India, look at Scroll.
SRK has his moves, don't dishonor him. What do you mean has his moves? What do you mean has his moves? What do you mean moves? I don't care about their movies. I care about how they are as people.
Alt News, Caravan, Article 14, Reporters Collective, Red Mike. Go to these sites,
Papaksh.
subscribe to them, support them. I often...
Please do subscribe. That really helps out. I can get a haircut, get myself a birthday gift. That Titanic hand pose, yeah.
say this when I speak to young journalists who say, what's the hope? I say, listen, it looks bleak. But remember that you're witnessing a once-in-a-generation transformation of your country, that it's backsliding into a majoritarian autocracy. This is the biggest story of our times.
Yeah.
And if you can stand your ground and report this in some shape or form, put it on YouTube, put it on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, you're never going to get another opportunity like this. So this is also a time when careers can be made, where you can prove your journalistic bones. And I think that's not an opportunity that should be let go of. And I think this would apply to journalists anywhere in the world that are running up against autocracies, including here.
I hope Indian journalism...
It's not even majoritarian. What do you mean it's not even majoritarian?
particular take inspiration from you and what you've done. I have to say this while you're on camera, that
the thing is, one thing you will not realize, he has like one bunny teeth right under his nose, and once you start seeing it, you will never unsee it.
Great interview for me to do, because you and I have known each other for a long time. You interviewed me. I think it's the first time I'm interviewing you.
Yes.
And my father passed away last year, as you know. He's a massive fan of yours.
That.
And he would have loved to have watched me interview you, because you were one of his favorite Indian journalists.
No, that's
so
very kind.
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
that's very kind.
It's not even majoritarian. That is true. I know. I mean, no autocracy is majoritarian, more or less. Like, come on, be serious. But seriously, with that, I'm going to have to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the birthday stream. Catch me later. We'll, again, Overwatch. I think we'll play Overwatch. I don't know. We'll do some politics because that's what I'm comfortable with. And then we'll do Overwatch until I puke. How does that sound? We'll just raid out someone at this point. Yeah, we'll just raid out. Would you like to do some music? Or would you like to... Because it's Sarah's also birthday. Or maybe iDubbbz. I've never really done iDubbbz. Let's do iDubbbz.